Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Okay, so, you know, we don't have the season we wanted. We've got the season we deserve. I played defense. I played nose guard, which they don't call it a nose guard anymore, but I lined up over the center. And you get pounded, you get beat and everything else, but there is desire in there that when you take that pounding, that ass whipping, that you give it back. I tell you what, it bothers me. It bothered me last night. It bothers me right now. And as I see more and more of the clips, see, understand, when I watch the game, it's hard to watch the game and live stream at the same time. There's so much that's going on. I've got literally what's going on. It's almost crazy to think about it. In front of me, I've got 65-inch TV with the Cowboys on it. I got another TV over here, which has got, like, you know, the Redskins or the Giants game or whatever. I got the Red Zone or another game on here. So I'm trying to keep up with all of these games. I've got a conversation I've got going on with DMV Cowboys or with E2 Blue or both of them at the same time. You know, I got Rashid over on the other side of there, you know, going crazy about Jason Garrett and this, that, and the other. And I've got all the controls for the set right there. I'm seeing a live stream chat that's going on in here. You know, I've got to control the cameras, change the angles, check the volume. If it's, you know, if there's a buzz in it, I got to fix it. So there's a lot going on. So it's hard to focus directly on the plays and really look at. I see it going on, you know, catching it, but not really in depthly looking at the play. I started watching some of these plays, and I literally want to fucking throw up. This stuff makes me sick. And you know what? You can blame Mike Nolan, you know, because, you know, Mike Nolan famously, when he was with the Washington franchise as their defensive coordinator in 97 and through 99, that Dan Snyder took a gallon of vanilla ice cream when he was having a meeting with him and put it on the desk and said, I don't like vanilla ice cream and I don't like vanilla defenses. So the Washington franchise were like, nah, bro, we don't need you. Became the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, and that didn't work out too good either. And quite frankly, going back through there, the only really great time that Mike Nolan had as a defensive coordinator was when he was in Baltimore. Digging deeper, scratching deeper into it. It may be one of those cases where, as a position coach with the linebackers in New Orleans, he was great. He has Demario Davis playing downhill. But the things I saw yesterday point to fundamentals. Our fundamentals are crap. I tell you, do this. I want you to watch. This literally makes me sick watching it, but you need to. I took the Odell Beckham touchdown run, which was already screwed up because of special teams. I don't understand what they were doing as far as, you know, pooch kicking, okay? It's not like they had, you know, the greatest returner for the Cleveland Browns. You kick it deep and hope the special teams pin them back there, and they got 75 yards, and you got a couple of timeouts where you can try and stop the clock, and hopefully you get a defensive stop. But that watermelon kick, but be that as it may, they shouldn't have been able to get this play off. And the worst part about our defense is pursuit angles and tackling, which is fundamentals. I don't care what defense you run. If you got your hands on the guy, you got to wrap up and take him down. The yards after contact yesterday were freaking insane. Now watch this clip. What I want you to see is two guys that literally run past Odell Beckham and have their back to him. How the fuck does happen. Watch this. So, you know there's got to be a fall guy, okay? So, we already know Dan Snyder talked about vanilla defenses, right? That it was too simplistic, that he was scared to call anything. But the way my defense looks right now, if he's vanilla and Jalen Smith says it's too complex, I don't know what to tell you. Complexity has nothing to do with poor tackling. And I could go, let me show you some more. For the end of this video, I'm going to put some more on here so you can look at it as well. Because I'm just looking at this stuff and I am mystified. Because here it is, you know, we got bad angles. See, here's the thing. We did pursuit drills. And maybe this goes on to Mike McCarthy, whose whole idea is we don't want the players to be tired going into the game. So Friday's a walkthrough. Fuck a walkthrough. Screw a walkthrough. Because these guys don't have a clue. Because they looked like they were walking through the damn game. As far as the defense goes, sleepwalking. They need all the practice they can get, especially in fundamental. We had a pursuit angle drill. We get lined up, okay? And what they would do is they'd have us turn and figure out where the pursuit angle is to try and stop somebody. And so what you would do is, basically, as a nose guard, because we're the big fat guys and we're slow, our point of attack is way down the field. Because you chase a guy not where he is, but where he's going to be when you get there. It's kind of like with the shotgun. If you've ever skeet shooted, you don't shoot at the clay target, you shoot in front of it because it's moving. And by the time you shoot and fire, you hit it at the point of attack. These guys have no clue where the point of attack is in their pursuit angles. And when they get there, everybody's just dropping ahead and nobody understands that you need to drive through. And when I say drive through, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your head across the body. This thing right here, using your head to keep it so they don't have a spot to run around. You're locking them in. And then you're taking your arms and you're driving your fist through them and you're trying to... That's how you tackle somebody. This shit that I see out here, it's crap, man. It's crap. It's the worst I've ever seen in my life.
If you're talking about
blocking,
blame the NFL and NFLPA.
No, I'm talking about Mike. If you watch some of the crap that I just watched.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about as a whole, as a collective, it's getting worse because they're not practicing it.
You know what? You Cowboy players, you lost your manhood. You lost your manhood. I'm sorry, you lost your mojo. You don't deserve shit because I'm just seeing guys just run up. And I'm telling you, running the football is about desire. And you guys showed no desire. You guys rolled over and died. And it makes me sick when I think about the greatest of Dallas Cowboy players. I ain't never seen an Ed Too Tall Jones, a Randy White,
You know why?
I've never seen a Bob Brunick. I've never seen a
They
Charlie
practice.
Waters.
They practice.
I've never seen a Charles Haley, a Leon Lett. I have never in my life seen some garbage like that by those guys.
They practice. They practice.
You know what? But they're practicing as much as everybody else out there. The Cleveland Browns had the same amount of practice as we did, but they ran for 307. You understand? No. 307 yards?
No. What happened with that? What was the last touchdown ball about?
I just showed that clip, man. There's literally two guys, Mike. There's literally two guys that ran in front of Odell Beckham and have their back to him as he's going past. Yeah, I don't even know what you're looking at. And it's not just that play. You can look at over and over and over again. Guys are just kind of jogging and going through the freaking motions. Now, maybe the defense is complex. I get that. But when you recognize that if somebody has got the ball and they're going, that is time where you're not thinking about the defense. Your job is to get over there and get them with the goddamn ball. And they're not doing it. It's disgusting. And something has to change. And I don't know if this is, that Mike Nolan, because he originally hired Mike McCarthy, and, Mike McCarthy tossed him a bone and everything else, and we got sold a bill of goods and figure, okay, he's going to be good. Because he did work, like I said, he worked with DeMario Davis and New Orleans defense. And you can't confuse New Orleans defense with the shit we saw yesterday. That's totally different. I just don't know. I just don't know. And I don't know what happened with Jalen Smith. How oh my God.
No, D-Law is the one you have to talk about. Part of Jalen Smith's fault thing is because Leighton Vanders got injured. He got moved back to a spot because he was playing good week one until Leighton Vanders got hurt.
But I still will go back to, I understand being
hesitant, D-Law is no excuse.
But he's got plays where he is taking the wrong angle and just kind of reaching out. Tackles. It's.
Wait. Is that not getting paid syndrome? Because DeMarcus Lawrence had done nothing since got paid. That's not getting paid syndrome.
You know what? They got to man up. You know what? I hope that they deserve all of the treatment from the fans and everything else, calling them out and telling them they look like shit. Because if they don't get up off the mat, then they deserve every single bit of that. There ain't no point in sugarcoating it and saying and trying to get these, attaboys, oh, we'll be better. That little league shit like we used to get with Jason Garrett. You need to understand, bro, you suck, you're a disgrace, and you need to change. Or you need to get the hell up out of here. That's what the defense needs to understand. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's it, in a nutshell. I just can't even function right now. All right, I'll catch y'all later.